YouTube, Saris13 here, and I promised you guys a deck profile, so I'll get right to it. I call it Sworn Agents. You'll see why. Alright, well, we'll start out, as you can see, I run 2 Judgment Dragons. He's a boss. What else would you run if you run Light Sworns? And I run 2 Raiko, because of his destructive power, obviously, and milling. I run 2 Celestia, because she's awesome too. And more milling. I teched in a Shire, just because she's an extra fairy. And if I got enough of these guys in the graveyard, then she goes up. Becomes a bit of a beat stick. I also run 1 Lila, of course, because you need to have as many of the light swords as you can. And, I got a lot of destructive power with this deck, so 1 is good. 1 Gareth, only because it gives me extra draws if I happen to mill Lightsworn. 1 Jane, obvious reasons. 1 Aaron, in today's meta, up well until it changes in September, obvious reasons. And of course Lumina, to summon some of them back if need be. I also run an Honest. This is a Ghost Honest. Also for obvious reasons. I've teched in a Plague Spreader because I do synchro with this deck, and he's awesome. I teched in a Gardener just for, just in case something goes wrong and you need an out. There he is. Also Card Trooper for extra mill power, and because, also more draw. Now, for the agent part. 1, 2 Hyperion, only because of his destructive power. He's kind of like a dad of the fairy world. I run 3 of the Earths, just because she's a tuner, and because she allows me to grab the 1 Jupiter that I run, if need be. And of course, more badasses in these 2 Christias. And they're awesome too. And that's why I have extra fairies and whatnot with the agents. They're all fairies, and of course the Celestia and the Shire. And easy to get her out. Alright, so for the spell cards, charge, 2 recharges. Or sorry, 3 recharges. Book, because it's Book of Moon. I only have 1, so I run 1 Potted Duality, of course, until I get the tins and get some more supers, but they're not as cool as the secrets. This I pulled, by the way. 2 Mystical Space Typhoons. These are both, I think, gold rares. I think. Nope, 1's a gold and 1 is an ultra. For now, Giant Trunade, and when the time comes, it'll be Heavy Storm. And there's my Sanctuary in the Sky that I also run. When I have it out, which I have been able to get it out actually more often than not, then the bonus effects of the agents kick in and makes it even better. And a Foolish Burial, just in case I need that extra fairy or whatever. And now for some traps. 1, 2 warnings, obvious reasons. 1 Judgment, Solemn Judgment that is, obviously, and a Mirror Force, a Torrential, which I may change, 7 Tools, which I may also end up changing too, because I have these 2 that I want to try, that I told you about when I pulled them, the Smashing Horns. So I may give them a try and pull those 2 out. My Beckoning Light, in case I need to get, 1 of them back. Or more. And I'm trying out a Judgment of Anubis, which I'll probably pull out until the format change, because this will help, because with the MSTs and the heavy storms out there, this will help against that, and it takes care of one of their monsters and hits them in the life points too, so it's like a slap and a kick in the junk all at the same time. That's pretty much it for that deck, guys. I also will show you, you know what? I'll show you my side deck, and And my extra deck, what am I thinking? All right, so here we go. We'll do the side deck first. Crow, just to get that advantage they may have on you out of the graveyard. A couple of Max C's that I also run. 2 Puppet Plants I can tech in, and also a couple of Veilers. With a lot of the decks, at least at my locals, a lot of them are dependent on back row cards that are like continuous and stuff, so I threw in a Spell Shattering Arrow because it hurts when you play it too. And I also have a Burial, 2 Noblemen of Crossouts in case things get ugly, Bottomless Trap Hole, 2 D Prisons, and for some of the, like, other people that use Veiler or any of the other from the hand cards like Honest too, I've got a debunk that I can try out as well. And now for the extra deck, one of the Grenosauruses, a couple of Utopias. Oh, I'm getting too close to the camera, sorry guys. Getting a couple of Utopias there. My newly acquired Hyper Librarian. I run a Cataster, Brionac, Ancient Sacred Wyvern, Ancient Fairy Dragon, Black Rose Dragon, Light End Dragon, Avenging Knight Parshath, Scrap Dragon, Stardust Dragon, Colossal Fighter, and Mistworm. I do not have a Trishula, but I will eventually get one. Probably in the mail. I'll try and find a good deal on it. Alright, so this time for sure, there you have it. That is my deck profile. Feel free to make some comments, rate, and subscribe and all that stuff. You guys know the routine. And I'm Savers13, swinging for game.